SGC here, and today's movie review is on Bourne Legacy. Who is Jason Bourne? So here we go, the plot. Jason Bourne is of this world, and all of a sudden we find out there's other units or like other programs, and Jeremy Renner's in one, and he's like the dude, and he's some guy named, I don't know, Aaron Cross. So he's the new guy, so that's the plot. I mean, pretty much like he finds out that they're shutting down the program. You got to get out of there. I don't know why I did that. But anyway, so like people are killing like operatives, and Jeremy's like, no, I'm not gonna get killed and I'm gonna survive, and he tries to find his pills. Apparently he needs pills to survive. All these operatives needs pills. And he figures out that Dr. Marta Shearing, starring Rachel Weisz. I can't pronounce her last name. I can't. But anyway, Rachel, he finds Rachel, things happen, and people kill him, or try to kill him. Like, Edward Norton's like, oh, send all these people to kill him. So what did I like about this film? It enlarged or created a bigger world for the Bourne, like, world. I mean, like, all of a sudden, like, no, there is no one Jason Bourne, but there's more of them out there. And which totally makes sense. I mean, like, holy. Like, you had other assassins. I mean, not Treadstone trained all of them. Because, like, really, Treadstone being number one, I really love that. I mean, even though, like, the president doesn't know what's happening, there has to be other programs. And this movie just confirmed that there are other programs. So, Bourne Legacy. The movie came out 2012. The book came out in 2004. And, it probably doesn't have anything to do with each other, because, I mean, like, Bourne, so it has to have Jason Bourne in it. And there isn't a Jason Bourne in this movie, because he's not the showrunner, it's Jeremy Renner, because he's just riding off his, like, celebrity fame from, like, Avengers and, like, Mission Impossible, and now he's doing all these action films. He was probably gonna be in Expendables, like, 5 or 6 or something. That was whiny, I'm sorry. Anyway, so what else did I like? The world was good. The whole different attitude towards this operative was nice too. I mean, like, you got Bourne, who's like just inconsistent, like they say in the movie, and you got Renner, who's just so emotional, and he's just like, I gotta like save the world, I gotta save things and just protect things because I care. Like, I just care. And that was a nice thing. I mean, like, with the difference between like Bourne and Cross, I guess. The whole different bigger picture thing really helped, and that's like the biggest thing I got out of this movie, that there's a bigger world out there. It was good. So it will probably help in terms of enlarging the trilogy. I mean, if this thing becomes a new trilogy, I'm all for it. Like, go ahead, cast Jeremy Renner and find more people to kill him, because he's like the next Jason Bourne. Or maybe like even get Jason Bourne to fight him. That'll be like excellent. Anyway, what I didn't like, Edward Norton was wasted. I mean, he was just like, I got a 40, so I'm gonna tell you what to do, and you gotta do it because I'm just like all that cool stuff. And I didn't really buy his I'm all that cool stuff, because I didn't get who he was. Like, there were so many names throwing back and forth. I had buddies that came with me that watched this one as their first one, which I don't really understand. Why would you watch a 4th film when there's 1 and 3? 1, 2, 3. And yeah, like, I mean, there's a lot of name throwing around, so sorry if you don't get it. It's a good one if you haven't seen the first 3. I mean, it's a good place to start, because this is a new trilogy, so what else? I think there could have been more set pieces. I think Bourne Identity still holds up the whole, like, intense, like, whoa, this is just nuts. But Legacy here is just like, there's some set pieces that are like, oh, impressive. That, I can't, wow, that was wild, but it's just not enough for me. Like Bourne is supposed to have set pieces. That's what it is. I mean, it's a lot faster than the first 3, I think. I mean, maybe 1 was similar pacing, but 2 and 3 for me felt really slow. But then that's Jason Bourne. If you read the novels, it's a lot slower and more talking required. Totally skipped out on this. I mean, I really should keep in pace of what I talk about instead of just rambling. But anyway, the guy that directed this was Tony Gilroy, and he actually wrote Bourne Identity, Bourne Supremacy. Well, he was a co-writer on Identity. And Ultimatum, he was a co-writer. And then finally he got to direct. So, yeah, it wasn't that bad. I mean, you can still feel the pacing similarities, but like I said, there was changes. Clocks in about 1:35 minutes, and I think that's sort of longish. But then, oh yeah, I'm jumping. I'm a horrible reviewer, aren't I? Yes. Anyway, but like, what I didn't like, how the film ended, just didn't close things really well. It's just like, why would you end it like that? Doesn't give me a sense of feeling that's gonna be a trilogy, nor does it feel that the film actually ended. So yeah, I'm really cringing on things like these now. Like, it's like progressions. Not that my reviews are like that anyway, nor am I doing cuts. I'm just talking. I really should just cut, but no script requires me to just keep talking and talking and talking. Anyway, I will buy this on Blu-ray because it was just nice change of pace. Rachel was nice to the eyes. Jeremy Renner is good for girl eyes, I guess. But then yeah, the action was nice-ish. Yeah, it was different, and I like different sometimes. Anyway, SGC talent show Bourne Legacy review. See ya.